Welcome to spring training on the campus of Rockford College, home base for Phantom Regiment. It's June and the campus is quiet, except for the area Phantom Regiment occupies. Pat Seidling is busy doing 25 things at once, and Corps members are arriving by the busload, like Frank Nedley, who looks happy to be here. Darian Sanders has been here for a few days and is settled in his room, while Frank is just getting comfortable. As Corps members start to unpack, volunteers are going through the Phantom Regiment uniforms one last time to make sure all are accounted for. By now, all the alterations have been made, helmet chains adjusted, and hopefully the correct shoe sizes are in stock and ready to go. The volunteers are working long hours to make sure spring training goes on without a hitch. With skies threatening, some color guard members practice with flags before the skies open up. The downpour moves the 6 p.m. meeting indoors to a commons area inside the dormitory. Corps Director Pat Seidling officially welcomes the members to spring training at Rockford College. They also discuss their chore assignments for the summer and run down the daily schedule of meals and practices.
Well, here we are. It's May 27th, and we're starting the official move-in, or what we call spring training camp.
Today is the last day of quote-unquote brass boot camp. It's Friday. We moved in, or I moved in Sunday night. Some people it's different. Some people are still moving in.
Now, we've actually been rehearsing for the last 5 days. The color guard and brass moved here to Rockford College this past Monday, and the drumline's been in Texas for the last week.
Today, literally about 15 minutes ago, the drumline just pulled up on the bus that we got shipped from Dallas, Texas, actually in Denton at the University of North Texas. We had 6 days, I think, there in about 98 degrees weather, so it was very hot, very humid, not too fun.
Right now, the challenge for the members is to survive the next 20 days of what we call spring training. It's demanding, it's repetitive, it's monotonous, it's boring, sometimes it's physically killing, sometimes it's mentally exhausting. But these kids are tough. We selected them out of the pool of 400 because of their talent and because we thought they had what it takes, and most of them will.
Erin Jones is one of those who has what it takes. She's in spring training after missing the November and April camps despite the lack of money and the lack of support from her parents.
Well, since I went to the audition in November, and I was informed that I had a spot and that I was officially a member of the Corps, but I had plans to go to the camp in April, but my parents had a huge problem with that. They really think that I could be better spending my summers working and taking summer school. I went through so many tactics trying to get them to let me march. We had different kinds of conversations and all this, and finally it came down to me realizing that I'm almost 20 years old right now, and I was willing to take responsibility for any consequences that they were going to put on me for marching this summer. Just the fact that I'm willing to stand up to my parents at this point in my life and say, I'm an adult, I can make these kinds of decisions without screwing up my life. That's also very, very important to me in proving to my parents that I can do this for myself and be okay.
Spring training will last for about 2 weeks at Rockford College before the entire Corps moves to Winnebago High School and prepares for their dress rehearsal show and the start of the summer tour. But until then, this group of kids will spend 10 hours a day fine-tuning the field show, rehearsing the Gershwin music, plus other pieces of music for concerts they'll perform, and dream the 2005 DCI World Championships in Boston later this summer.
Traditionally, we do a dress rehearsal, and tonight it's the big night. We're putting on the full uniforms, the guard costumes. The first set of them has arrived, a couple of the show flags, and we're going to get on the field tonight and do a full run of the show in front of a live public audience. It's a lot of fun, of course. There's excitement, there's energy, there's some nervousness. A lot of fans and alumni and parents show up for this, and to us, it's really the closure of the whole winter process, the whole training process. Tonight is the end of that and the beginning of our summer tour season.
It's 5:30 in the afternoon, about 3 hours before showtime, and dinner is served. Barbecue beef, chips, pudding, and drinks are served from the semi-trailer that is the rolling kitchen for Phantom Regiment. For Frank, Darian, and Erin, it's been a long day of rehearsals under the blistering sun, and they've worked up quite an appetite. After dinner, show preparations begin. Tuba players meticulously shine their instruments, while Darian grabs his uniform after eating and heads to the band room inside the high school that is now a temporary co-ed dormitory for 140 corps members. It may not look like it, but it's fairly organized. Showering is the first order of business, and Aaron maneuvers through the sea of sleeping bags to hit the showers. Frank and the drum line were one of the last sections to eat, and he's just now getting back, while Darian is showered and ready to get in uniform. For those that want to avoid the mad rush to the showers, now's the time to polish your instrument and your marching shoes. Darian is hard at work cleaning his shoes with soft scrub, a drum corps secret that bleaches out any stains or scuff marks. With an hour to go before warm-ups, some corps members unwind with their favorite music, while others like Frank and the rest of the quad line put on Viking helmets to relieve stress and to get psyched up for their performance. This is Darian's first drum corps performance, and a million things are running through his mind.
Getting ready for the show, all that entails is getting your horn clean, getting your shoes clean, your helmet clean, taking a shower before you get into uniform. It's just proper protocol and getting everything you need mentally and physically to be ready for the show for the night.
There is nervousness for some people who have never done this before. We're in uniform, wearing our helmets, wearing our shoes, wearing everything that we would be doing in a normal atmosphere coming on the field. The rituals coming on and off the field. Just trying to ready ourselves for the first show, not going in there freaking ourselves out.
While Erin prepares for her first performance on the field in 2 years, instructors are busy with the costumes. This is the first show for the color guard in their new outfits, and some last-minute adjustments are being made. Because the music has a roaring 20s influence, the costumes and the girls' hairstyles are inspired by the fashions from that decade. Erin looks nervous but ready.
I'm just elated, a little bit nervous. The butterflies are there a little bit since I've been out for a while, but just overall very, very excited.
As the sun sinks low in the sky, it's 1 hour before Phantom Regiment takes the field. Several hundred drum corps fans have already found their seat, while others have gathered to hear the hypnotic sounds of one of the greatest drum corps in the world warm up. It's 8:45 p.m. In front of a standing room-only crowd, the 2005 edition of Phantom Regiment takes the field for the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2005 Phantom Regiment.
For Frank, Darian, and Erin, this moment is 7 months in the making, giving up so much of themselves and their lives to chase the dream of becoming a member of Phantom Regiment.
Well, Frank Nedley comes to us. This is his third year now, and we've been following him from auditions through the winter, and it was great to get the take of a veteran, what he sees through his eyes, how the season's going to shape up, how the new members are coming along, how the drumline. And Frank just keeps growing as a leader and a person. He's just got such a great personality. I took to liking him the minute he walked in the door here, and he's not let us down, both as a person and as a member.
I'm very ready for the tour. I'm sick of waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning. When you're on tour, you get in a little bit later to the school, so you get a little bit more downtime on the floor. It's not 10, 12-hour days like we're having right now. We're getting our butts kicked right now, but it's good work.
Darian came to us just fresh out of high school and college band, had watched a lot of drum corps, but had never actually been in one. And it's just fun to see those people come in. What do they think? What do they learn? And he's been a lot of fun to see grow, and he's always got a smile. He's hardcore. He already looks like a veteran drum corps kid. He's got his tape bandages. He huffs it out there. He plays hard. He works hard. He's a classic drum corps kid already, and he hasn't even been a day on the road.
If you have a doubt about wanting to do it or not, I mean, still audition, but really know that you want to do something like this. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot out of you. But I mean, in the long run, I mean, me saying this being just the run-through day, I mean, dress rehearsal day, I mean, it's still a great reward just to see everybody's face. I mean, once you play that opening hit.
Erin Jones made it. She made the corps with her talent immediately. Auditions, she was very quickly identified as someone who should make it. What I'm most proud of Erin is that she overcame a lot of obstacles personally and financially to get here. Her parents are good people, and they want the best for her, and they don't always understand how art and dance and music fit into her life. And I know that she went through a lot of struggles and challenges with them to get here. It's really fun to see her meet those challenges and get here, and then have the reward to be part of a really great section. She's also been a lot of fun. I get to know her a little bit more this spring since she's moved in, and she's always smiling. She's got a great work ethic. She's just a leader by her example, and she's just a good, solid young lady who definitely makes Phantom Regiment a better corps, and I'm glad she struggled through those challenges to get here.
I just got done crying a lot because I'm gonna cry again. Because I don't know, just being here under the lights and after being out for 2 years, and I don't know, it's just such an overwhelming feeling performing again in front of an audience and with my family now. Like, I feel so close to these people, and I don't know, it's just overwhelming. So it's a little bit emotional, but in a good way. So they're happy tears.